So it's JP here, and we're ready for some playoff baseball. It's a long freaking season, 162 games, and now we have 3 wild card teams, and we have the opening round of the playoffs starting tomorrow. I'm going to give you my picks for each round and each series throughout the playoffs, and I'm going to give you right now, I'm going to start things off with my World Series prediction. Now, there's one team that stood out to me in the National League. But before I get to them, let me go over what I think will happen in the American League. The American League is a dogfight. The AL West came down to the last weekend of the season. It seemed like the Rangers were in control of that division, and then Houston just came out and stole it from them, and then Seattle got knocked out. I think Houston's playoff experience is going to help them. However, despite everything that's gone on with them, I think the Tampa Bay Rays will be your American League representative in the World Series. They have a great pitching staff. They can score some runs. Yes, they lost Wander Franco, big blow, but this team is better than just one player. They are a team, and they can pitch and they can hit, and in the postseason, that goes a long way. So I'm going to go with Tampa Bay. And in the National League, there is one clear-cut team that's just been heads above every other team. It seems like they're blowing out teams every single night. The Atlanta Braves, they're just on fire. I know they disappointed last season in the playoffs. They had an early exit, didn't even make it to the NLCS, but I think they're on a mission. They have so much offense. I don't see any team being able to compete with them. They have a good bullpen. They're pitching, they have some good starters, but that might be their biggest weakness is the depth of their starters. But boy, they have a killer lineup. They have a lot of speed. I think the Atlanta Braves are going to represent the National League, and I think the Atlanta Braves are going to win the World Series for the second time in 3 seasons. They are a really great team. Anyway, so back to our first round predictions. We're going to go with the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota kind of lucked out from having a weaker division. They kind of handled business, though. Got to give them credit. However, Toronto has a nice offensive attack. They seem to just kind of be in that playoff, that wild card slot for quite a while. They had that lockdown. I'm going to roll with the Blue Jays here just because I think they have enough hitting to get them through. I do think this could be a 2-1 series. I don't know that it'll be a sweep, but I'm going to go with the Blue Jays. Next series, you got Texas Rangers at the Tampa Bay Rays. It's got to be deflating to lose the division as late in the season as they did. And not only that, the Rangers were only 38-33 after the All-Star break. They're without Jacob deGrom, their big ace. I just don't think they have enough to win this series. I'm going to go with the Rays. They might be able to squeak out a win, but I'm going with the Rays there. And now to the National League, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. The Milwaukee Brewers are a sneaky team, but I just read today that Woodruff will not be able to participate, and that's a big blow to them. Arizona's a really great story. They got an ace, and they got a nice rookie, Corbin. I'm going to go with the Diamondbacks in that series. The Brewers do have a great bullpen, so the Diamondbacks are going to have to get to them early because otherwise, I don't know if they're going to get any runs in that bullpen. The Brewers' bullpen is really good. Next, we got the Miami Marlins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. The Marlins actually won 7 out of the 13 meetings in this divisional rivalry. But I do think the Phillies will win this. The Marlins are going to be without their Cy Young winner from last year. I think Philadelphia has a great offensive lineup. Their starting pitching's been a little questionable at times. And their bullpen has been a little shaky on the back end with Craig Kimbrell. We'll see if he can close out the games. But the Marlins have had their issues too. So it should be a good series. I could see that being a 2-1 series as well. So those are my picks for the opening round of the playoffs. Thanks for watching, and let's see how I do.